was helping all these other people, but I wasn't helping my own kid in my house. And it got to this point where my 8-year-old wanted to end his life. I stopped everything I was doing. That's my son. And that's the only thing that mattered at that moment. I eventually got injured to the point where I was in a wheelchair for a little bit. I damaged my foot pretty bad. I remember sitting in this wheelchair and then sitting in my house for 2 weeks, and doctors had come in. They're like, hey, you're not gonna run again. It doesn't look like you're gonna have, it's gonna be difficult to walk again. I was a runner in high school and college. That was my thing. That's how I dealt with my mental health. And I remember this very clearly that day. It was taken away from me. And I sat on my couch for 2 weeks. I wasn't a dad, I wasn't a husband, I wasn't me. I kept fighting this back and forth. This isn't who my wife married. This isn't the version of him. She didn't marry a guy who can't get off the couch on his own. And those visions of playing ball with my kids or going out and taking them to a park, all that disappeared right there too. I just felt incredibly weak. And that's when I came to that decision. They don't deserve this. I don't want to do this. I'm done. And I created my plan to end my life and being a burden on these people who rely on me, you know? I have a good wife. It was kind of a tough love, kind of grabbed me by my shirt and she's like, get up and go take a walk, figure this out, you know? And that changed everything right there. Even if she didn't know what was about to happen, she noticed enough signs to where she intervened, and that intervention alone changed the course of my story and who I am. So I was doing good. I was telling this story. I was working with like the FBI and their special agents in some places. I had a laundry list of people and organizations that we were connecting to. While this is happening, I have 2 small boys. They're 10 and 8 right now, Camden and Caden. And Cam, for the last 6 years from today, we kind of noticed like he was a little bit different. He was very smart, but he was having difficulty regulating his emotions. He ended up going to the hospital, to the emergency room that day, and they kind of laid out options for him. They said, you can go home, they can release him to your care, or you can go to an inpatient clinic for mental health evaluation and get the help we need. He looked at me and he said, I want to get help like you did, Dad. It was bad for the first month or 2. We thought, all right, he did his stint in inpatient, right? And he's gonna come out and we're gonna be good. That's not how it works. It's constant work. That was where it all started. He taught me how to be a real dad though, which I was lacking in. And it's so much better now. As I've traveled this path with him, it was important that if I'm gonna preach that you gotta learn and you gotta get out of your bubble, I need to do those things here in my own home as well. It's walking that path together, and that's kind of what we're doing now, which is pretty cool.